Jimbo, let's talk about the future of the ACC. 2 more teams coming in this fall to make it 14, and then Louisville swaps in. We'll see the Notre Dame games starting next year. The evolution of the conference is fascinating. How do you perceive it as a head coach?
Well, I think it's great. I think it's expanding our TV market, our network, all the way. I mean, you're talking about from the top of the East Coast all the way to the bottom. Syracuse, great football tradition. Pitt's had great football tradition. Of course, we know what Notre Dame is with their tradition, bringing Louisville into the league. I think it's going to be a tremendous conference in all aspects and a great educational conference also.
We hear talk now about a possible ACC channel. What could that mean for the conference and having all this these games on television?
Well, I think the exposure, and then I think the revenue, which goes back into your programs, which goes into player development. That's what folks say. What do you do with all the money? You build. Well, you know, it's developing young men in all aspects of your program, and not just the athletic part of it. And I think that exposure and that money will be tremendous if that can come about.
You talk about the money aspect of it. We talk about it more and more. There's no getting around it. Once upon a time, we talked about, we almost tried to ignore it, but now it is. We just all talk about it as just part of the academic and athletic part of success.
Nothing's about money, but everything's about money. But it's what presents opportunities for these kids to develop athletically, academically, and personally, and all the different programs you can build around your kids to help them grow and become great young men.
And you're seeing that at Florida State. Other sports are benefiting from all the money football programs helping bring in.
Well, I think there's no doubt. I mean, football drives the train, but we understand there's a big picture out there that we're a part of. We're the biggest picture in what your university's seen, so we want to present the right image, the right atmosphere, and present those opportunities so the rest of our university can be sold academically and the other sports that go with it.
With the new division set, do you anticipate any changes with that? I've been trying to get a feel from that from some of the coaches.
That's going to be interesting because you do have the 9. I mean, well, you go back to the 8 conference games. They went to 9, and that was 4 and 5. I was going to say that, but that was going to be very challenging, I thought. But going back to 8 now, I think now your non-conference scheduling is going back into play. But the different people, I think it's good. I think it creates new rivalries, and you're going to keep your old ones, but it's letting you develop new ones.
Could you foresee possible ACC future where everyone's maybe in one division and the top 2 teams play? So maybe like last year, Florida State and Clemson could have gone at it.
That's going to be interesting. I mean, but I don't know how you do it with having to sort it out and who plays who. Right. I think it's the only way I think you can get consistency. And the other way, if you do it that way, I don't know if you got to be careful keeping your rivalries. That's a good point. That'd be very interesting. I haven't really thought through it, but it'll be interesting.
Last thing, getting a chance to play Notre Dame every 3 years. What's that mean for you guys?
I think it's great. I think you have 2 national brand names. Florida State and Notre Dame. I think Champs Bowl last year was one of the highest ranked bowls, even though it wasn't a BCS bowl. It might have been the highest ranked non-BCS bowl of the year. And when those 2 national brand names get together, you're great players, great traditions, great fan bases. I mean, I think it's just great for college football.
Jimbo, thanks.
Thank you very much.